aba embassy OP Emmanuel TV so. Jumade wanwaso bi a yede brɛ mo ayate ne bin sɛ God's Blueprint versus Social Trend. Na yɛkasa God's Blueprint versus Social Trend a asekyerɛ nyinaa ne sɛ nhyehyɛde a Nyankopɔn de ama adasa anasa Kristofoɔ sɛ yɛndi so. Ɛne yɛde tutu wiase ɛne nnenne ɛkɔ so a aso yɛdi so pɛpɛpɛ anasa yɛama ne afa kwan foforɔ so. Ɛno nti in the topic for discussion the youth and drug abuse. Ɛno nti me wakoko dam ɛwɔ me ntem a ene me ne mbɛtwetwe nkɔmɔ na ma kyerɛkyerɛ ɔmadwen afa topic a ɛda apaawa so a yɛbɛyɛ den yɛbɛpensempensem mu. Nia odi kan Elder Fred Mensah a ɔyɛ former youth leader of the Church of Pentecost Bawe CP District Shakana Assembly. Na nia odi hɔ biem so yɛ Elder Fifi Anan ɔno so yɛ district children leader a ɔno so wɔ Church of Pentecost Bawe CP District Emmanuel Assembly. Na nia odi hɔ so yɛ Deacon Ebo Banks ɔno so yɛ district youth leader a ɔno so wɔ Church of Pentecost Bawe CP District a ɛyɛ MK Yeboah Assembly. Ɛno nti yɛ mama kwa abanpanyefo eba dwumadie so.
Yeah, Joso.
Okay. And you made them why you fepay. Okay. In that topic that apawa so you say you person youth and drug abuse. In that way you share we are seeing e so a. Nema wodo bebre na ati say we are see the youth yi mu. Nti nda ye ne matwetwe nkomo na ye bisa monsem na mo so mama ye nimde na mo kyerɛkyerɛ yen na ye nyina ye sua ade e de afri mu eno ti na ye wo ha ene nimre eno ti ye be hya ase afri ye Elder Fred Mensah epacho say ye ka say youth and drug abuse apacho as like oba church mu sen
yo let us say alas
okay
or as in this any topic I let you see a very interesting topic. And it's a very good for our contemporary world. Yeah, the one we see here. Yeah, can say youth and drug abuse. First of all, youth, you say youth on your mind. Youth the age, youth here, Prophobia, below 40 years. Right. Let's say from 30 now, occupying the 40 years. No, you like I say, youth. Na say, and I say, mebunu, you battery more. Say, mebunu. Now, you can say drug abuse. Now, you can say now. I just say in drug, you fa. And say, and I say, one year, you say,
okay.
Well, and then we are seeing, and I say, you can't hear your voice here. You can't drug abuse. I need new things with Ghana because air costs here and yeah, cause no, we won't say fat to be you to know fat in blue one at the 7 and then we share with me now who the real Abraham. Obi can't just offend one. Obi can't just say one in Amana or ISCI. In this current world, and say, we share social media and then Nasifwa. Who say, see the big crowd by a friend who you read. And say, no, who share it with that. Who says, so I doubt. So, I will say, oh, I just saw up on a summa, what you have for a summa, sana, the Yaban also. It took Pusa said, I found a UT year. Who said, I said, Siciano, or Mamma, now for 70 Yoma be influence. And Yama Yoma, baby, essay. I never research back where I made said, so I wouldn't read those, it do not air trauma a war system, but from the little research I made, just as it's not legally accepted in our country.
Wow.
Here is the case, our youth are abusing it. Today, almost the country, among for that, and I said, correct procedures, and then my it's here, cancer, drug abuse, and I said, normal way, and it's Anna, CCR youth, no, I just say one. Ama CCR youth, no, they say, the promising staff are who say, branching car. Your man in America crowd who say car or Baba baby Pakistan. That's no man grow 7 years. I know I brand who say piano air promising star when they bounce on a pay. Sign your money in I say, it's your kind of bonia. Now, Kaka is in account.
Oh, Yamisha, Pacho, Eda Fifi, Eda book, in Pacho na Uwaka bet me the account of Mayana.
Kaka Gameza, they count is it. yen hye ne say ana yen hwe ne say ye ka say drug cry na e den ade aha enti de be ma na ye te say ne aduro no e say nipa na abuse na ababeka ho
okay
enti ye wo soft drug and ye wo hard drugs
okay
ana say de e bi medically proven and legal say you betumi afa na aboa ye mpomudene aha but eno kra no even with little research amesoma ye ne say if you are doing no kra no legal but emebunu to a no the nyoma for Friday afra aha no the nyoma for so afra and ye hunu so say enye say ye de nyoma for afra na ye no nko ana say na emum wo be yare ana za wo yare a na one kasa wo prescribe a drug crime on ne kra is another form of drug abuse enti ye fe drug beat say another ye hwe edro a ye de ko etia nyare te say ebia antibiotics
okay
aha ye mu kra kire say antibiotics no say wonu mane bro so a wo system no kredu ba bia resist enti afi you know say ade no a eye wo no if you have been properly diagnosed no you hu say ade no we na eye wo na say do na ewo se wo fa but afi wa fa ama eno honam ne kra no na nje a wonu ye afi ye ma wo say do na afi ye nye den enje obi enti ye hwe no from both ends say and hard drug I abuse no any soft drug na eno so no ye abuse no aha because obi so betimi afa soft drug no in a wrong way and as in a wrong medication and also betimi dey a lot of consequences aba aha enti kakra na mbeza medical ho ne say ya why you know yeah we actually want to split it up for the ordinary youth and also the ordinary Ghanaian to have an understanding about drug abuse the who ne say enye enu aye nu bone nko a na emum edru a doctor and I say legal I be to me anom na aboa ya pomuden no say ya fa ne kwan bone so a eno so drug abuse
the excessive intake of drug no so drug abuse
good enti paracetamol I was all for you also me dem pese mitini pa me do me fa for nyazen kwa de nyamba na se me take akra bo ne say ne on pese obeno aphrodisiac no ever is up so ne oba cry nya nhia o se para no me pese me fa be 5 on say edu ni illegal
but
so I say it is medically accepted to help relieve us from our pains but obi so aye research ehun say ni timi ye and I think that we should open it up and then balance it up na yentia say you abuse even the medically proven ones and I said legal and crap on energy drug abuse it goes a long way to affect our system nti kakra me so me ka ho on the drug abuse no no
me way ma but it's can just 1 minute addition to what you said
all right
that means we have to be or motiva
yes
say my brother can say even if it is prescribed or medication Ghana there have a motive
behind
that you're taking until you taking it excessively
also
abusing until say really at once here we due to our system but if you take it and I want to put consequences
even cocaine no there is some amount of percentage
okay
which makes it medically good for our system but the excessive intake of that and abuse now cause a lot of harm and if you I think you can pick it up from where you
is the case make they we system make it be papa now mind you it only become abusing when you become addicted to it
okay
nti if an and after it's not the time will come that quantum never no they won't satisfy you look at the extra mile effort and satisfy you go the extra mile gradually you end up abusing the weed and then to the my embarrass work on its repercussions will be massive on you brain to the we put them to another
Okay.
So your motive of taking the drug, and then you getting addicted to the drug, and abusive attitude. Okay. I say only God can save you. Okay. Only God can save you from that state, because to be an abuser of drug, because what's it not far? I didn't know. So without it, I feel you be a normal person. Yeah. So as to the definitions, our idea in the crap, it's a portion of what's ahead of us. If you are into taking medicine excessively or any other hard something excessively.
So, maybe say maybe you kaka. I'm saying talking about say we and then cocaine okay. Indeed, and one idea we might be. But the point is that we prescribing medicine for our own
self-medication.
On cover hospital ma doctor Bian prescribe say kono we or system doctor Bian so prescribe cocaine farm. Okay. But however, people who do the medicine, you don't kasa the mind. Baby or one and I go be on one. They know say send way there way kaka come. I don't know, we don't even prescribe for the patients. Okay. For the person to take. Okay. And if we see say idea and when you don't know that it will ban the amount. Okay. Maybe it is a tramadol. Yeah. Tramadol is medicine which is prescribed at the hospital. All right. Yet the young people of today, they take tramadol at their own will. Yeah. Back when I and says CCR crowd, if you want take it tramadol, I'm only to rash energy drinking. Hey. Yeah, I'm only to rash energy drinking just to boost them. I mean, tramadol is energy, rash energy drinking. I don't know how you get that chemistry behind the. You move exercise school or exercise no way with school. See, last time we get what the this cough mixture out from Benelin. Yeah. Immediately I educate you on how to do those things. They add some things to it. Cough mixture and some concoction. Friend I'm aware high. Why? You don't know how they get that. Exactly. Meanwhile, I'm not like science. I don't like it. Biochemist. I think they all know. The even back up and say, "Oh, say who are for France will be here." I give you about France person on testing. It as youth and then young people who don't say a group baby are the more parent say we have to see. My so many social systems here, and then on all social they allow on the system, and I said we all know they try to differently. Now, and they tend to add more things. And you also come say, oh. Over the rash now the wake account one then they begin to take that. I think our youth today they need to be very careful. Since you know but then people were very focused on what they are doing. And people who were doctors, who were nurses, big people, professors and what have you. Alright. Say baby youth need now big position. It will be very difficult for something to be. And I never compare SHL to said, sometimes youth they go to schools and they allow people to influence them. Yeah. And we need to be very focused when it comes to certain things. Because bedroom baby the youth grooming or more teaching or more baby taking higher position just to help the church, don't say to do baby. Now you're sure why you not the more it will a youth not so woody and answer what share and then anyway. The person catch on say in the morning episode. Alright. And share now will be influence. So and also you too full. They can more to say
now, okay. Yeah, what are the causes of this drug abuse? Yeah, then it to me share youth for now. And then the mom to me is so involved in this kind of acts, and as we are addicted to this kind of acts. Good.
And you can better me Basel because in fact, Obi anyone sorry baby keke.
Yes.
Obi anyone sorry baby keke. So I think that causes no there. Broni fe be euphoria.
Okay.
And I say say obi pese or satisfy adrenaline be a wonimu.
Okay.
One was any identity. And that is one point. The other point is that the emasa and your man so the fact that in fact education on drugs itself a issue. And so the education then it means that the ordinary youth, you see, is left to actually set their curiosity.
Okay.
And therefore, who I don't say they make an say, it is a ebia meti hey, ebia we the penny there, but oyemeba. Enti me ma baby has answer no ba. And I send na submission I an elder Fred Emma. This is not something new to us. But I think that the effect I enya wo e mo franso na mayete ha ene. Enti ye to say oyemebe ya me buy answer no ba. At least I have heard about it. I've heard about it. Mate ho asem mehu insunsan so edeba enti abofra ni nyini no I have the obligation and the responsibility to what educate the child. Okay. So what I say it boils down to parental control and then society aye boa. Okay. But what I say it is education in do now somebody will not want to satisfy their curiosity enya fe no kwa so ade na hwe the person is already aware. But was it as a
lack of parental control.
That is one.
So can good. And I'm near media account peer pressure so can
good. Especially good. In America, say anymore. Peer pressure no way. The peer pressure comes in, and as a peer pressure comes in when the person is actually ignorant and blunt about the whole thing. Okay. Only Moshe. And he said, maybe minima den Moshe. Now say me yonkuni no nim hu bibia. Information no say right or wrong, but if you didn't. Okay. But and so when the education is there is no way he can influence me. Okay. But make us with the advisory. Madam Fibia, na me ne ekoye diploma course bi wo baby. Now about drugs weed is ono comprehend na me kwa Disado College. Nti won say omo wo school na ni senior be form 1. Baka je ni so. Okay? Be senior ye ko twitwimu na utwitwimu ma osua de pa. Meanwhile, na say na me tunu so akwakoye research akra wo sini no say senior ne kwa ne class on ona wa bon kra chen obi a. Ana ka je senior ne say
line man leading man.
Ana ka senior ne say na unu wi na ma unu wi ni na nga e ma wutimi sua de a anka wa bon say na wa bon no. No kwa ni say o say senior ne man ne lay down there. So you see, and so the person has a little information about it. And so now if somebody is trying to convince them that it does A, B, or C, they will now educate them on the courses. Okay. It's somebody I make a say if I want to be friends with Fifi, it is two things. It is either he's influencing me positively or I am what? Influencing him. I don't even think about the negativity. It is the minimum who be there, then it means that I will have to do my research. And so when the education is there, as a parent, we take up a responsibility. Peer pressure, it will never be an issue. Okay. To never be an issue.
Okay. There's a so I did have a swear a king of and I said king youth in the
good. Poverty. All right.
A king before Edico. We all man. But I'm more some sometimes you decide or better said, oh, may nobody act it. Martin.
So all right.
The depression.
Depression. This about so until I said. Sisi adibi hame unisika nanso unya ra no so ansan so de o beka ho
master
enti ene de ono ya tete
we kware mi dwa no I say we ragetu no mukita o se peace no obi aje kaka
then one other thing so a few youth no go ebi o ha environment now the cultural environment now nipa no wo no obeko baby no they take abuse of how do you call it? Drugs as a normal thing. Okay. It's a culture. Last time I watched a video on TikTok, and then there's this small girl. In fact, let me say about less than 2 years. Okay. And I never papa. We the kakra. Not the kakra. Echa. Oyo ban so. Afalani yoba. Not the chair. Afalana. No, I'm not kakra. Me say So what is he trying to teach this little girl?
Oh.
In the end, you fear here. So we go by that. And at the end of the day, no one said, what's in life? I am here social media. You see these young people. Every all some of these philanthropists now, and I said, and before be a open, you know, no one can perform, not a whole war, say, on the young will be drugs. At the initial stage in Sunday night here, and I bought one or one beauty. So I'm your way I come and say, these are some of the things that cause drug abuse in our system.
Another.
Okay.
My neighbor kind.
But as an Ubebemon, Adam will be. Or this will who are here and on the broth here. If you don't know, look at okay. I'll try. If you are any medical guy, submission will basically based on the youth and one was media.
Okay.
The other can be brave. Sorry, but we can't let them look at.
All right.
But no, or sort of poor grit. If you abuse yourself, grit in high.
Yeah. Lack of respect, cry.
You lose memory.
Yeah.
Good. Why didn't click? Why didn't you say no? Alright. There's this video that I watched. The guy be bony. I'm so catch a pass. So bonus bony high grade. I mean, bony, and also coffee. Okay, no cocoa issue.
Yeah, most may use terms.
Now, opening a no issue. No, the good. Apart, no, all really. So, almost should know your meat, but shouldn't the meat or shouldn't or really. He said, abuse I didn't agree mentally. No, why didn't go for me? Poor great memory. Bamusing, ever down to your self-esteem, it brings you down. In fact, our society will tag you as a drunk. Yeah, our society will tag you as a drunky person.
And that's no lack of respect.
That is it. It's vanquish your self-esteem of a killer. It's what I said.
Obi catchers are going to cry.
It's about there. But what is a certain tag? You don't feel accepted.
Yeah.
Say in the more you are tag with a drunky person. When you are something to show you one, or many you want. I have a book. Imagine so that the effect is very huge.
And I know so it can lead to death too.
Oh,
because health problem, no.
Yes.
Health problem, no. So unya bebre sa no kwa e ma wakoma kwa it me affect it.
Yes.
E sa no so one day wo hwa na nsisi so a eno so betumi aye
your own siblings.
And I thought that so a unya sika enkwa nkonum bi no se kwa ko chia obi ko chia nipa na se o ji ni sika na ompini a sika kwa betumi atwe.
Oh yeah.
Etu kwa betumi atwe. That is sa na ma death rate e high ni na kokoso ni na nam sa no boni bi ni ade.
The society no poor. That's what Nabejo. That's what we need to gang in the council. To me, no.
It also brings your self-esteem down because you can't say, "I will run away back in the war." What is that? We ask you. We are looking to one another. Don't only and who said, "Every group no more about behavior." Now, walk across the music. Now, what's the music? I do baby no more. Then you get angry. As you say, "Oh, now we stand up." Not knowing, say, "Oh, grab on a that opportunity to be that great person, but you didn't allow yourself to. You should be very careful about it."
I think I'll add one point to it. Low productivity is one of the points. Because if you should look at an active youth and look at someone who is into drugs, you can barely say that one is productive, one is not productive.
Yeah.
What's the difference between them? The difference is that one is addicted to something.
Yeah.
So if you are productive at one end and you are productive at the other end, it means you are doing something more than the other.
Yeah.
So for a youth who is into drugs, the time for him to even pray as a Christian, the person go to base and go and drink. Will go to base and go and school. But if someone is active and the person is praying, you can't compare their spiritual level to the other.
Yeah, exactly.
So one of the effects is that there's low productivity on the side of the drug addict.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Very nice. Okay. And see, baby, I do know. You better have a share solutions. the things that we can put in place as a church or individual as a whole to help reduce and answer to help put a stop to these drug addicts and answer drug abuse. The share nobody na dosun wo man nim nema bebre na ekoso wudie basa basa yare dom ne ade na ati atese nti enya ya hwe courses na ye hu nema ye betu ye ya edi sa nema ntutuasebo ne nyina abreye nti se ba behwe the solutions ade a asore no betumi aye anase ni man ni betumi aye aboa ama sa drug abuse no aye den eso ate anase abafo mu kra nti mpanyimfo yehwa what are the solutions nema ben na e wo sa asore hyehyɛ ben na mpanyimfo e wo sa odigu akwam ema yen se na be ya youth no anase individual no as a whole na country as a whole no you betumi put a stop to these acts.
Okay, so the first thing I'll say is that the church should set up a counseling committee.
All right.
And this counseling committee members should be someone who can keep confidential messages.
Okay.
Because, for instance, if I should walk to a friend, for instance, and say that friend, oh, I'm a drug addict.
Okay.
And if that friend is not honest and can't keep a message
confidential,
and it will spread. Okay. So even the committee members should be someone who can keep confidential information. And another point I raise is that we should be each other's keeper.
Okay.
As a church, if you see someone not coming to church, you should be able to approach the person. What's your problem?
All right.
At times you can see someone, the person was very active, and maybe later you see the person in red gloves.
Okay.
You see the person, the color is even fading off. You can ask the person, what's your problem? What is it? There can be stress, it can be maybe poverty or something. But if you're able to get close to the person and even for the two, like you should be honest to the person and the person confides in you, the person can tell you this is what I'm facing. Right. Maybe the person can't go to pastor for the pastor to help him or her, but the person can come to the fee and the friend or the kinemu because they are people like they are our leaders.
Yeah.
If you can't go to the heads, they are leaders among us.
Yeah.
So if I should come to the fee that said the fee, I'm into drugs and I need your help. And the fish should be able to provide me with information.
Right.
And these people should be well experienced.
Okay.
You can't get someone who doesn't have any idea about drugs.
All right.
And even if the person has an idea about drugs, the person should be able to find a solution for you. Because if the person will be like, go and I'll pray for you. Prayer does its own work.
Right.
But physical check-ins also works because if you should pray for me, you should be close to me to get to me if I have stopped. Prayers without physical interactions with them.
All right. That's very nice.
So, I'll begin from where she ended.
All right.
Prayer is one key for the person. As Christians, when such situation ever, first of all, say it's in the body and the Bible, because you have my advice. Sometimes on offer advice in which you be
I try to be careful.
Yes. Into you do a Bible, so
I have done it.
As for mine, and so I have applied, so I say we have to create more awareness.
Okay.
For the youth, especially. Actually, not your advert or TV, so it's a cartoon advert.
All right.
What I would say.
All right.
But you will not social. Because in the when we continue to create that awareness, it grabs the youth's attention. Say, a woman say, Saudi way and not dear boy, Emma, Ababo, then we say, not getting some of the foreign countries now. You realize that I said before to the extent said certain communities, they giant Ediama example for donkeys. When you get there, they do their things anyhow. Our life is just totally mess. We have to be aware of that. Nothing so. Last one, mama, other panels in almost 1 month and ground control. Ground control. Now, initially, in fact, over Ghana, we have FDA who checks all those things. But how about the ones that passes through other countries,
borders,
and even the ones that we do in our own country? It doesn't go to that process. We need to be very careful. In fact, la pass. Now, finally, the way it's we go through bed in the right. It's a branching call, baby. We go on. I think we should come forward. If you go in, Oma Obia back, Omo back on the bra, you better not, One is now be true on in fact will be a BBT. You see, when it happens that way, it just means me as a man is a team and to go around. Yeah, and then they funny go. And then some of but you know what? We are so on cooking and the car no chair say we should go everywhere. Now the funny thing is when Papa so or also the same place or also copy that no also copy as a baby and copy here. You say and then they say or no yeah copy all man no copy all with data. No say baby and copy here and I say if I don't copy. Of course when I'm saying right, I say you have to copy. You see some of these things we should be very, very careful. In the end, as for mine, as I'm sorry, I said yes, say very good.
Okay, very, very educated.
Okay. Kakra, as a country, I think that I was say Omampenini and Rashibu James Boy. The Intermamikasa and is and she said, Nimbra, I was a Gina. Masa ni oma we no yetimi eso ano no eno so ye very key so me kasa na me ka ehye ne mra e kebe the import
okay
ehye your borders ene emra ni hye a eboa woni a woye nuru no so oman mu
okay
but we say the make an yet say and I think that as a country the legislature has a role to play say ye boa na emra ni hye dey aye adwuma. Another thing is what me dey be kan ho education I was say yetimi prioritize as a country.
Okay.
No kwasem ne say education no say o pede owo mouthpiece and say ne na no edu bedwuma na say ekwa akire pa your mind.
Okay.
Your mind no. Say ye keka TV stations e wo ho nyina ho asema. In fact, TV stations they play a very important role.
Oh.
It is education no ebe kosro on the drugs, the causes, the effects, and the dangers that are accompanied to these drugs are
okay.
Because through education you can say oh yari at hospital. You should be properly diagnosed so that you take medicines that are prescribed by physicians. But I say education is also one thing we should also consider. Now through education now I think that we should also learn to empower our youth. Because nobody be oha. Anybody will low self-esteem. To be frank, people do these drugs to also feel high and feel that like people want that sense of belonging. Say they who say almost but I say and the last thing I also want to add, I know no dear. I am the pass sorry Pentecost a camp doctrine.
Okay.
Say you prioritize family. It is a ebusiano age na brane na maybe wo you who say ne fapem pa na ebusiane so. In fact, if the family goes a long way to give that sense of hope, sense of comfort.
Okay.
Prioritizes education. Every fear. In fact, say a charity begins at home. True. Say you foster strong family relationship among ourselves. Nobody would actually fall into the hands of wrong people. But so I think that these things that I've highlighted, no say it in Ishimukina, Ebeboa, na Aboye.
Last one. Never I can look at this, something want to feel high. I guess an injury. I need no weed, I need no smoke, because I got the Holy Ghost burning inside.
Rastafari.
I need no weed, I need no smoke. Because I got the Holy Ghost. So, when you open up as a Christian, when you open up or as a person with good character, you have it. Then you exercise self-control.
Okay.
Many of the things that we feed our souls with are negative. The songs we listen to, the podcast we listen to, some of the reasons that we listen to.
Good.
Now about this other young homo wouldn't do some of the things that we channel our ears to it influences us a lot. It is a bring them huge self-control. Now you share him looking the Them the say it's a good solution. In fact, say it can be Galatians 5:21.
Alright.
Galatians 5:21. Also that I warn you,
Yes.
as I warned you before,
Okay.
that those who do such things will not inherit the kingdom of God.
Okay.
Now, oh boy, some of the things, there's envy, drunkenness,
Mm.
and then wild parties.
Okay.
Wild parties. So all these things, say, own self-control, don't open up to bad image from society.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's me and me. We are for beach kakra for high kakra. So something that if you feed yourself with,
Yeah.
matter what you hear is who you are. And so if you control yourself in that regard, ensure that all these things be things of the past. A better solution.
For the youth out there, no, the culture on 1 Corinthians chapter 15, verse 33. I say, do not be misled.
Okay.
Bad company corrupts good character. Mema bibi ndada. Ema obi fa ni suban pon na embassy
Papa. Yeah.
Ese yehwe na yehwe yehuye. Over 1 Corinthians 6:12 so I say I have the right to do anything.
Yes.
You say, but not everything is beneficial.
Okay.
I have the right to anything, but I will not be mastered by anything.
Okay.
I don't know so who tie and answer what share the person and show me say Bible the year pay their mind say the pay dia. Name of my any na na ya faso dia e de mind. E is a who ye bibia hu say what achi any usisi a mo brampo no e be tinya hawo. Enti choose dia papa na enti mbo awo ene wo busua. E mani ko du point a obeka say be busua po me da bi. Man ko do point out we busua be ka say eni age say wo be busua.
So when you read Romans chapter 12, verse 2, the Bible says that do not be transformed to this world or the things in the world. So if you are here and maybe one way or the other, you went into such act, that doesn't mean the world has rejected you. That doesn't mean God has rejected you. There's time for you to come back. It is time for you to voice out.
Okay.
It is time for you to speak to someone.
Okay.
You should know that when someone is addicted to certain things, the mind of the person is like a child. The mind of the person is like a child. Their mind is like a child. So we standing in the gap for God, you should know that we should know how to talk to them. If you have a kid at home, you should know that that way like you should obviously say the person is an adult, but you see the person as a child. But that person is now progressing. That person is now renewing their mind. So if you are standing in the gap for Christ, you should know that they are also kids. Like Sunday school, for instance, you can't tell a Sunday school just sit there. By the time the child is working, the child is gone. So we should get time for them. We ourselves, we should train ourselves. Like we should have patience for our own self and for them. We should have a special heart for them. And so if you're out there and you think your life is wasted, it is time for you to come back to God. God is ready to receive you. It is not too late. You don't have to die in your sin. It is time for you to voice out, speak to someone, and the person will help you. Thank you very much.
Baby, now, everybody be kind of there. Obian, turn a more number. Only with the inside the
Okay.
And that's so fast create. And then that thing is huge that was a short or human nature. Being a big call, not give it to more. No, today some drug or substance can leave him or her. Na kada obi ni rawo a bedo ono mansa na other thing na rewo do most of the YouTube videos picture bet you are picture wedding no I'm not for the team he been traumatized it's then obey that when you to die the pain of so these are things that entice people to that drug abuse state. It entices the state you are in will easily entice you to take drugs. And Tibia, as a biato, don't be when you're breaking hearts, but not now or down, no dating. Instead of the person reaching out to people to talk to, or in fact, talk to people, not on yet, person home, and speaking. So the devil will whisper in that moment too. Don't take time, you start drinking small to ease yourself. Maybe taking painkillers. Excuse the language. Some of the ladies cramping menstrual pains alone makes them take overdose of para just to ease the pains. So these are the little things that causes that abuse.
All right.
Unknowingly, if they be you are coming to those who are in the world alone.
Yeah.
But in the Christian so now because of the state they are in, people want to do the other more we can appetite what to be there. Now it is Shakwana. By the time you realize he's abusing it.
Yeah.
So the states you are in can also call you.
Yes. But you made mention of something I want to add up to.
Okay.
Say Nipani states, you know, if they decide to stay to themselves and refuse to talk to people, but sometimes Nipana on the Kwako Kasano, I was here share also. So what is here?
Okay.
Is it a good person or the Mama can say, are you talking to the right person?
Yeah.
Okay, who has knowledge about the situation you are in?
Yeah.
But don't say it, I say. And so when the situation you are in, no, only will be kasa, and also I was saying very careful and very mindful. Because any okay, I quite to say yeah, boys. No, okay, or no him say, maybe me call depression more. What I take is, let's say a slide of Abia weed, another Abia, a thought of Abia alcohol. In fact, we did not even mention alcohol.
Yeah.
But it's also part of the drug abuse.
You made mention it
Okay.
Yeah.
And I think that the situation is there, but talking to someone too, you should be very critical about it.
You know, what maybe I'm here. There's this guy, me shut down in here close. I mean, one day, me came Okitan sound. I know all about no moves. I make a say, oh, Charlie, oh, man, between the viewers, now I'm away. I'm sure you say guitar or no.
You 20 now.
Let me be something was that it's when you study a papa for Jane, a guitar, and no crowd they for life for me. Now we when you're 20 Ghana you know, you see some of these things, and he's a youth. I mean, some of these things, what you want to say, we need to, as a matter of fact, as youth, you know, be very cautious on subjects.
You are both for our soyasine. Our master Kutupa, Ama anyway. It's me did my day one was to Ebremo. Above only being a classic delight events planner. I must say, we are baboon, no way so. Not say, Opesa worry, not say, who baby I will do any better. Or more be on my tabemu, Eddie, Edu, our too. Or matter to near many now. Now, Wawari and I come. Now, I have fit, I hear Nikaso. You are Bavo Transport. Send your Omokano, Bavo Transport. Or no, so, what can't you send me now? As if I die one. What the bar, or that boa, now I share. I'm a bibia, I come. Shana one could ya, Sikabia, my animal for, Amamo, and for Sikai and Jananka. Name a moody bedroom Bavo Transporter. Or make sure I want to Ejuma Semina Mount. Now also Dache, Yafro, Boga. Afei, your Ben Men's Trading Enterprise. Ben Men's Trading Enterprise. Almost said, what I bia opesa washe. Sa wo de kwa eye, sa wo de kwa abadinto, sa wo de kwa wedding, sa wo de kwa baby biano. Sa wo de ba, obema watare kama. Ashe, ama wo so ho ayefe ye pam. Afei, your Pan Rich Roofing Restoration. Or say, wo ceiling se eliki, se eswapa. Se achia ana se eto atochema fa bedum won wo de ba won behwe no masiesie na aye kama e de amawo entina fie e ma wo sili no enyu se sonye na nso to awasesa won niam abobo e wo dem o se wo de bedum won na won behwe no masiesie ne kama afa ya wa Reflex Business Hub o se usika sam nsem nyina fa bedan no se wo de usika wo dwene uba school fees ho ana se obusuani bi ato na wo yebusua panyini na wo dwen kwan a obefa so na wanya sika e de akwakoye eyi a osi wa bi na kaba mu kakraka obemma loan a eye nsihu ne kakra bi na wetua ne kakra na won so waye bibi bia a wasa wo ye ama wani mate ama yasew amu yakra